Hello, Sagittarius Sun and Sag Moon. It's Sydney Island, this island with the white knight in it. Hello, darling. How are you? It's Sydney Island here. That's Island with the Y, not an S, as I just sang. And today we're going to talk about Sagittarius Sun versus Sagittarius Moon. Is the lighting just the worst? Is it just the worst? Oh my god. Okay, we're gonna figure something out. Okay, the lighting is just, I don't know if it's working in my favor right now, but we're just gonna go with it. Okay, you can still see me, right? Let's just go with it. Okay, so Sagittarius energy. Wow, this is gonna be exciting because Sag energy is just exciting all the way around. So if you have a Sagittarius Sun, you were born between November the 22nd and December the 21st. Okay, this is a masculine mutable fire sign, right? And you are ruled by the planet Jupiter. So what it means to be a masculine mutable fire sign, the masculine signs express their feelings more outwardly rather than to internalize their feelings. You know, the feminine sign is more, a lot of the times, more emotional, but not necessarily more emotional. They just don't like to display as much emotion or wallow in their emotions like a water signs because they're feminine signs, right? And you being a mutable sign, this makes you flexible, like your opposite sign, Gemini, who's also mutable. You're flexible, okay? You adapt very well to new environments. And, you know, cardinal and fixed are the other elements. You know, cardinal starts things. They're really good at starting something off. That's Aries and Cancer and Capricorn and Libra. And then you're also a fire sign. It's not really difficult for you to be seen. Does my lips look dry? Oh my God. Oh my God. Y'all, I have this thing with lips. I just can't deal with dry lips. See? Okay. I'm sorry if that was cringy to y'all, but it is what it is. Alright, so fire signs, Leo, Aries, Sag. You don't really find it to be the most difficult thing to be seen. You know, you're Sag. Out of all the fire signs, you have the biggest, most expansive fiery energy, right? Aries is the fire that starts. You're the fire that expands and is this big fire just all over the place, right? And some Sagittarius Sun traits, and this also applies to Moon, is that you're energetic, you're enthusiastic, you're ambitious, you're very generous. You know, you love people, you love giving to people, you love encouraging people, you're kind, and you love freedom, you know, very freedom loving, you're open-minded, and you're adventurous, right? And so planet Jupiter being the planet that rules your energy, this is really lucky. Planet Jupiter is the planet of luck and fortune and growth and wisdom. I have my notes here, that's why I'm looking down. It's the planet of also higher knowledge and wisdom and abundance, you know. Your opposite sign is Gemini. Gemini is all about short distance travel, and your sign is about overseas travel. Sagittarius energy is very expansive. It's about the things that are at a long distance, you know. So let's talk about the difference between the sun and the moon. So the sun represents your overall personality. Your sun is more apparent to people. It's more of the things that people can see about you. Whereas your moon sign is your hidden side. It's more of the side of you that people can't see. It's your subconscious. It's also the relationship that you have with your mother. You know, it's your instinctive reactions to things. It's just like naturally who you are. Your sun sign is who you strive to be. Your moon sign is who you already are. Okay? So this means that with the Sagittarius Sun, you like to try to live in that higher energy, enthusiastic, energetic, fun energy. You try your best to stay in that energy and to live in that energy. But this makes you're more like stable emotionally than a Sag moon, because the moon represents your moods and your emotions, and so you have all that crazy Sag energy when it comes to your emotions. So it may be hard for you to tame your emotions. You know, you may have dramatic displays of emotion. And I'm thinking about I mentioned her before, Jocelyn Hernandez from Love and Hip Hop Atlanta, who was a Scorpio Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and she was always going off, always popping off. Her anger was crazy, right? Because having a moon in Sagittarius, it's really hard for you to manage your emotions. It's hard for you to keep it in because it's big fire, right? So when you feel something, it's huge, it's big. People know how you feel. It's even if you have a Scorpio Sun, which is usually very private, having a moon in Sagittarius, people still gonna know how you feel. But either way, whether you have a Sag Sun or Moon, you do value freedom. You value independence. You value being able to be your own self. You're one of those people who you admire people who can be themselves, and you always try to be yourself, and you hate the thought of being put in a box and being told what to do. Think about Miley Cyrus, who's a Sagittarius Sun. I don't know her moon sign, but she went from like this more good girl image to, you know, this kind of more wild girl with all the tattoos and she cut her hair off and all that, because you can tell that Disney had suppressed her. With that Sagittarius energy, she was just like, yo, like, F this, like, I gotta be myself. I have too much big Sag energy. So what did she do? She became herself, okay? Sagittarius people, if they don't start off being themselves, they're going to eventually get to a point where they're like, okay, I can't be anything but myself. It's too stifling for me. They don't really care to be held back by anything. These are people who try to live as carefree as they possibly can. Sagittarius energy is the energy of the visionary, right? The person who is the dreamer. This is just for me personally, but I see Sagittarius energy as a combination of their opposite sign, Gemini and Pisces, because Pisces is the dreamer. Pisces is the mystic. They're all about, you know, what's beyond all of this, right? Sagittarius is the dreamer. Pisces is the dreamer. They find it difficult to be in reality. They always want to make things more positive than it really is, you know. Especially Sag energy, you're very optimistic and you want things to be, sorry if I'm scratching, I'm having eczema. And by the way, I'm having this terrible eczema breakout, so if you see some bumps and you think, what's going on? It's that. It's ugh. And the reason why I say Gemini and Pisces is because you have that intelligence and that care for philosophy. Like both actually, Gemini and Pisces both are philosophical, but Gemini is more intellectual, and you have that intellectualism of Gemini, but that super like fantasy, dreamer, visionary energy of Pisces. Does that make sense? I hope that makes sense. Let's compare a Sag Sun and a Sag Moon. Sag Sun, you find it easier to control your emotions. Okay, you have more self-control. Whereas a Sag Moon, I laugh at that. Kiki Palmer is a Virgo Sun with a Sagittarius Moon. And she just has so much energy. She's so energetic. And you can tell that it just makes her like watching her, she almost looks manic, you know, talking about the things she's passionate about. She almost seems manic because it's like with that Sag energy, it's like, I have this thought, I have this idea, I have to get it out. It's going to inspire people. It's going to make people feel good. These people love to inspire people. They love to encourage people. Matter of fact, it's a part of their life path because they're so damn good at it. Watching Kiki Palmer talk with that Sag Moon, it's so inspiring, you know, because she really doesn't give a fuck what you think. Okay, she's gonna say it, and it's usually very beautiful, you know, and very uplifting. You know, Sagittarius, you have lucky energy, whether you have a moon or sun. And Sag, this is the energy of luck. So you have good luck when it comes to charming people, when it comes to making friends, when it comes to, you know, attracting money. That isn't to say that you're good at keeping money, because with this Sag energy, you may spend a lot, or, you know, you may be a little bit reckless with your money and that kind of thing. Having a Sagittarius Moon, let's not forget, this is also the relationship with your mother. So having a Moon in Sagittarius, you have a more friend-like relationship with your mother. And this is also the same for Kiki Palmer. I've seen her, you know, having communication with her mother, because I'm a huge fan, y'all. I'm a huge fan, and they seem like best friends. You know, she more cheers her on, and she says that when she wears something a little showy, instead of her mom saying go in your room and change, she's like, yes girl, look at that body. Yes girl, if I had your body, I'll be wearing them clothes too. This is her words exactly. That Sag energy, you have a very spontaneous, fun, childlike mother, because Sag is very childlike energy, right? Oh, okay, lighting, okay. Yeah, with a Sag moon, you're more impulsive and more energetic than a Sagittarius sun. Sometimes you'll meet a person who's a Sag sun and they don't really seem like it. They don't really give off Sag energy. Like I had a roommate in college who was a Sagittarius sun, and she had an Aquarius moon, but she had a lot of Capricorn in her chart. So she was very serious about her career. But she did have that friendly, super optimistic energy of Sagittarius. Whenever we would go shopping, I'd be like, yo, I think I spent too much money, and she's like, it's okay, you got everything you needed. You know, that's Sag energy. Whether you have a Sag sun or a moon, you are a truth seeker, especially if you have a moon in Sagittarius, because keep in mind, the moon sign is the deeper aspects of Sagittarius. Whereas the sun of Sagittarius is the more shallow representation of Sagittarius energy. Either way, you're going to be very philosophical and very intelligent, whether you have a sun or a moon, but this is going to be on a deeper level when it comes to your moon. So you may care about the meaning of life on a deeper level when you have it in the moon rather than the sun. Having a Sag moon, you can be an escapist for sure. Because you always want to be optimistic, and you're always like, no, like things really are beautiful, things really are great. And I remember Kiki Palmer saying with that Sag moon, I remember her saying, life is a fairy tale. I love that. It was at the beginning of that that song. I love that song. What's the name of it? I forgot the name of that song. It was a song where she was in Egypt and she was singing this song and she was dancing. At the beginning of that music video, she said, life is a fairy tale. And that's so Sag moon.
I think this is why I always have an affinity to my peers, because I know the truth. I know what it takes, and all it takes is for you to believe in yourself. And that sounds so damn cheesy because we hear that all of our lives. But seriously, life is a fucking fairy tale. That really is all that it is. We don't know what's going on. Ain't nobody got the answer, so ride that shit till the wheels fall off.
This is my girl, y'all. Sagittarius believe in fairy tales. They believe that life really is as beautiful as you make it. And I love that energy. Having my Mars in the house of Sagittarius, I definitely relate to that. Sagittarius energy, you believe in the power of manifestation and believing that what you say and what you speak out is what you attract. So you try not to be too negative. But when it comes to your emotions, having a moon in Sag, you sometimes ignore your more ugly, serious emotions because you're trying to be so positive and you don't like to be weighed down by anything, especially not emotions. You do not want to be weighed down by your emotions. So you're going to be like, nah, I'm good. I don't feel sad. Like, whatever. And then you party your feelings away. You know, you get drunk and you do you. You know, Sag moon people definitely escape through party. They escape through socialization. They may escape through alcohol and drugs. They may even escape through work, you know, but whatever it is, they prefer not to feel their deeper, darker emotions. Instead, they rather display themselves as being happy and bubbly and fun and like, oh, I'm good. I'm not really struggling with anything. But these people can suffer from depression because they have a hard time acknowledging their emotions and acknowledging how they really feel. You know, so if you have you have a friend or a loved one with a Sag moon, you know, and then they seem like they're really good, check up on them because they may not be, you know, because they're not the best at expressing what's really going on beneath the surface with them. Wow, what else? Is there anything else for Sag, Sun, and Moon? Yeah, you guys are awesome. This is the sign of the traveler, overseas travel to be exact. So you love to explore, you love to travel the world, whether you have a moon or a sun. Exploration is very important to you. Having a Sag moon, you got some crazy fiery emotions there, you know, but you're very charming. You know, people like you. You know, it's hard not to like you having a Sag moon, even more so than a Sag sun. Okay, I hope that you all enjoyed this video. Hit me up for them birth chart readings. You know what I'm saying? I'm still taking them. I'm still doing birth chart readings. So email me. And you know, follow me on Instagram, like this video and share it to people who, you know, are curious about this kind of thing. And even if they are not, just show them anyways, because people need to learn about themselves, you know. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention that Donald Trump had a Sagittarius moon and Einstein has a Sagittarius moon. I wrote it down. I just wanted to throw that out there real quick, that Einstein was a Pisces with a Sag moon, and that's beautiful. That's why he was so... I remember Einstein saying that it's the imagination that's really important. He says that imagination is more important than like science and intelligence and that kind of thing, which is very Moon, Sag, Pisces, Sun. This is very much the dreamer. And Donald Trump, Moon, Sag, I forgot to mention, Sagittarius are very blunt, and they kind of just have diarrhea of the mouth sometimes, and they'll just say whatever's on their mind. And Donald Trump definitely is guilty of this, just saying whatever he feels, and rubbing people the wrong way and putting a bad taste in people's mouths because they don't know how to, you know. So that's very classic Sag, is speaking too fast and too soon and not thinking before you speak. Okay, so I just wanted to say that before I close out. Yeah, like, comment, share, and subscribe. I love you all. Bye bye. Bye bye. Peace out. That was so awkward. What was that? Peace out. Deuces.